From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Bennett now off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. Bennett looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, they'll shift things around. On 1st down, back to Achane. And Owen coughed it up. But it looked like the Steelers weren't able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bennett now to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And Bennett will look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 13. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
35-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 64 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Okay,
the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Cowboy 80.
Bennett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. To throw is Bennett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again with Bennett. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Room past the 35. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, come on.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hot 70, hot 70. Here we go. Set.
Achane gets it from the gun. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that.
And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 45 yards.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Broncos. Back. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Clark. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Let's go now. Rig alert.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Street. Street. Let go.
Looking to throw. Thurston. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Thurston. Hard throw. Incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
44-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Bennett here out of the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's 4th. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. Out of the gun, here's a give ready chance. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw, Bennett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Thurston. This is Fant on the short completion. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Clark. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Bengals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Bronco 80. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Clark. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Thurston. He finds his man. Complete. That's Clark. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's into space past the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Steelers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Bennett now. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
19, Charger, 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Across midfield. He's on his way. Oh, some strong running. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Looking to throw. Bennett. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Turner. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Johnson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie things at 17 all. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Clark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Ready? Hey, smash. 70. Street. Street. Check. Go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back out.
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
70, get it. 70, Viking, 18.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard. Line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. Finds Johnston. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Bennett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. DK Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. 2 catches. 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Come on.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ford. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
As if
began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70, Timberwolves. Go.
Off play action. Here's Bennett. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll check this down to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rep thing than siblings.
Let's go.
On first down, Clark. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Second and 11 now.
Rig alert, rig alert. Check Bronco 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Thurston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Dragon 60. Ready.
From the gun on third down. Thurston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
60 Eagles. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
6 for the Eagles, 6 Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
Bennett working from the gun. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Johnson running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now then the big loss sets up 2nd and 19.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
4th down. Here's Bennett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready, break. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
Back to throw. Thurston. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Operating from the gun, Thurston. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready,
this is 1st and 10.
70. Ready. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Clark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go.
This is the tight end Fant.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Track. Cowboy 80.
Up the middle they go. It's Clark. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Okay, ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bennett now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Bennett looking to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.